My fondest memory as a server?
Years ago, I worked at this restaurant and we got this monster catering order. Several $1,000s worth to be exact. The kitchen's losing their minds, pots flying, cooks cussing, and Annie and I were the ones delivering it. Now Annie was the charm. Silver tongue could make anyone laugh. Me? I was the brawn. The guy hauling the hot bags of food like I'm training for the world's strongest server. And trust me, loading that van is like playing Tetris with landmines. You don't stack mashed potatoes on top of anything. One pothole and boom! Potato apocalypse. This was LA, the pothole capital of the West. We finally make it. Annie does her smooth talking thing and I start hauling food inside. And when I tell you I have never seen so many beautiful women in one place, I must have fell in love like 69 times before I even set down the chafing dishes. But I had to remember, I'm here for business. I made multiple trips. Half of the time I used the cart. But on the mashed potatoes trips, nah. I carried those with my hands so the ladies could see the veins in my arms. I gotta market myself somehow. Anyway, I set up the buffet like a Food Network competition. Salads, veggies, carbs, proteins, dessert. Looking picture perfect. By the end, I'm sweaty, I'm surrounded by women, I'm looking handsome, I'm thinking, business is done, now it's time for pleasure. Nope, they were there for the lasagna. Annie explains the spread, we pack the truck, and drive back. Then on the way back she grins and says,
Guess what? We made $700.
I almost crashed the van. I looked at her and said, $700? As a broke college kid, that meant a book for a class and a sandwich that week. I was ready to throw out my ramen noodles. So we get back to the restaurant, the manager takes the signed receipt, and 30 minutes later, Annie and I are waiting for our $350 each. Instead, she hands us $150. She says she split the rest with the kitchen because they work hard. Excuse me? You want to look generous? Use your own money. The kitchen already eats for free, and trust me, their place looked like $60 gourmet secret menu feast. Meanwhile, Annie and I are working our way through college. And yes, the kitchen works hard. I respect that. To show my appreciation, every payday I left home an hour early, stood in that long ass line at Randy's Doughnuts, dropped $45 on 2 dozen donuts, and brought it just for the kitchen as a thank you. But that $700, that was our tip. And in the 6 years working there as a server, busboy, bartender, driver, I have never seen anything like it ever again. It's been about 10 years since that incident, and yeah, I'm still